What is going on, guys? It is Trader Kaz. Welcome to another episode of Kicking It with Kaz. I'm doing another recorded video. Got a lot of really good feedback on the shorter, straight to the point recorded videos. We're obviously still going to do streams, but I think I'll sprinkle in a few more of these just because it seems like you guys like them quite a bit, and we can crank through it pretty quickly and get you guys information without making you sit around for an hour. So since we talked last, I think we talked on this daily close, and I was like, unless this gets back above the range high quickly, this looks pretty bad, and it looks like this is just a deviation, and we head back towards the mid-range, which we have started to do. I didn't end up taking any shorts. Setup never really triggered for me, and I wasn't trading super actively anyway. So as far as longs go, though, since we've already pulled back this far, coming into some support, I think Bitcoin has the chance to put in a higher low here, and if we can't, I think we go down to 33K. So we're at a pretty important level here, and I'm looking for us to sweep Monday's low into the mid-range, a nice sweep into this daily demand. That would be a really clean setup for me, and I think we would also form a 4-hour bullish divergence. If we come down here, make a higher low on this, you got this, the lower low, sweep into demand, into the mid-range, Monday's low, 4-hour div, like whole lot of stuff that would line up really well. So that's the main thing that I'm looking for on Bitcoin. I think that would be a really solid setup, and I'm not saying that would mean that the generational bottom is in for Bitcoin. I think there's a chance, right? Because we had this consolidation structure, we broke out of it. Are we going to put in a higher low and then push higher, or was this just all a fake out? Come into support, you get a bounce from support, and then go lower. The thing is, we don't need to know this second step yet. Like, if we think we're going to bounce here, we take a long. We target Monday's high, we target the range high. If it just smashes above that, then that's awesome, and I would expect that to be a higher low and us to put in a higher high or something like that. I don't know, obviously, exactly where, but I feel like that's a future problem for us. We don't need to worry about that too much yet. My expectation would be that this resistance acts as resistance, and I would look for something like this to short, and just continue playing the range for as long as it gives it to us, right? Because this was resistance this entire time, then you had a fake out. If we retest it, you expect that to be resistance once again. If it gets broken, then it was like, all right, we put in a higher low, we get back above, now let's keep trending. But I just don't necessarily expect that. Market doesn't care what I expect, and also I don't really care what I expect because things will look a lot different when we get up to 44K, and I just think that's something we don't need to spend time worrying about right now, and we can figure that out in the future. But we've almost retested Monday's mid-range, so like a little dead cat bounce there. I don't really think the bottom is quite in yet, and I would want this sweep for a little bit more confirmation. And if I was to draw that on a lower time frame, this might be our short-term top here, and I kind of want to see us come down here, sweep that low, reclaim Monday's low, and then push from there, right? So that's Bitcoin. Ethereum looks relatively similar. We're also at daily demand on Ethereum, but it's not the origin of the pump. So Ethereum has held up quite a bit better, and we're kind of looking for the same setup here. So this would also form a 4-hour div. This did retest Monday's mid-range, rejected there. Give me something like this, and we're happy. Targets would be slightly different on Ethereum. I think we would be looking for these equal highs right here, which is pretty similar to this. So about a 10% move, which I think would be a pretty solid trade. So that is the plan for Ethereum. I don't think I have too much to say about AVAX. Sol is retesting the mid-range, and there's also some daily demand there. If we look at the weekly, it was weekly supply that we rejected from, which was a pretty clean rejection. Like, this was an ugly daily candle. It marked the top. Looks pretty obvious in hindsight. Also in daily demand, more similar to Ethereum, where that daily demand is kind of closer to the middle versus at the origin of the pump. But I guess with all that being said, Sol is sitting on support. I just don't see as clean of a setup with this one. Maybe we come down here and do something like that. This would be the similar setup, taking out Monday's low, reclaiming, all that good stuff. But I don't think it's quite as clean as Bitcoin and Ethereum. The thing is, though, you can try and time these together, right? So when Ethereum's doing this, if that gives you the bullish setup and Bitcoin gives you this setup, you can kind of look through what other coins you have your eye on and see if they've met your entry criteria as well, and pick the ones that look the cleanest. Atom is just stuck in this eternal range. Eventually we're going to break out, I'm sure, but this has been 71 days, and I mean, I wonder if it makes more sense like that. I'm not sure, but I'm not trading Atom too much right now. I just think it's Chop City. I think that's pretty much it in terms of coins I'm looking to trade. I would say my highest conviction plays or setups are Ethereum and Bitcoin. Excuse me. I think this is a pretty interesting week for Juno. I want to touch on that briefly, but a lot of people who were looking to unbond when the drama first started are going to be selling like this week. So I think you should be able to scoop up a deal if you've been on the sidelines, or if not, I don't really care. I mean, like, if you don't want to buy it, do whatever you want. But if Juno dips to around like $14 or something like that, I will probably continue to buy more, and I've been compounding my rewards this whole time. I still have faith in Juno and Neta long term. A lot of this whale drama and team drama, whatever, all that's been going on has definitely slowed the momentum a bit, but I am still confident in Juno long term. And then Moonbirds, high conviction mint that I'm looking to do. It's a NFT on Ethereum. There was a raffle which ended now. We find out about the raffle on the 15th. Mint actually happens on the 16th. Depending where they open at on secondary, I might be looking to buy some more, because I do think that will be a pretty good NFT play. So I think that's pretty much going to do it. Kept this one under 10 minutes. Hope you guys enjoy. Shout out to the sponsor, Bybit. If you guys want to support the streams and recorded videos, we do these twice a week for free. And that's all thanks to Bybit. So if you guys want to support, Bybit, link down in the description. Check them out and have a great week. We will talk again on Thursday. Peace.